the creator of Last Chance to Hear. And good morning, Ben.
Good morning, Colin. How are you?
Not too bad at all. First of all, thank you for joining us at the Musician's Graveyard Shift Saturday morning.
Well, the grog hasn't kicked in yet, I'm afraid.
Oh dear. That sounds disturbing. Did you have a gig last night?
No, not last night, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Now, first of all, congratulations on the current album. You're calling it an album, and also the DVD that runs with it. Good idea.
Thank you very, very much, man. I'm glad someone watched it. That's awesome.
I think if people do, they'll be intrigued, to say the least. Where did you get this idea to come up with the title, Last Chance to Hear? It does sound kind of sweeping and final.
It is, yes, it is somewhat sweeping and final. Well, actually, I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Douglas Adams book, Last Chance to See, which is, about endangered species, and they go around checking them out and basically saying, look, this is your last chance to see these particular species. And I thought, man, that's the way I think the music industry is heading.
It's changing so much, so dramatically, isn't it?
Yeah, and I thought, well, someone should write a book called Last Chance to Hear about the music industry, and I just forgot about it.
Well, I might do that, actually. I'm a writer.
Yeah, I'm searching for a title, searching for an idea for the new music I was making. That popped up again, so there it was.
Yeah, no, and it's one of the things that constantly intrigues me as a presenter of music. The methods by which we acquire, store, and then retransmit music just seem to change every week.
Yes, it does. In fact, I mean, you're at the point now where people don't even need to store music anymore.
Yeah, do you want to elaborate on that? I like your methodology there.
Yeah, I don't want to sound complaining because I've got nothing to lose in this situation. That I haven't got a whole history of recorded music success, but for people more in my situation, music streaming and piracy and all that stuff just really makes it very, very difficult to break through and get heard if you don't have those years of publicity and marketing behind you.
Yeah, it's almost like now there's too much opportunity.
Yeah, well, there is absolutely so much opportunity. There is so much out there. There are more people than ever making music because the technology's made it so much easier. Yet at the same time, it's so much harder and so more expensive to be able to reach people.
Yeah.
But with the streaming situation, no longer are you competing with new music. You are now competing with the whole history of recorded music in order to be heard.
Yes, that's right. You can literally carry around 50 years worth of music in a thing the size of your thumb.
Which is absolutely fantastic. If you're the listener, you love that, and for 99% of people, that's terrific.
Yeah. But not for the artists necessarily.
Yeah. You just have to find other ways of trying to cut through, of trying to be heard.
Yeah, writing an album about it to start.
That's a little sensational, title, but at the same time, it's sort of what's needed.
Yeah, I think so. It is. It sparks people's consciousness, and music is one method of doing that seems to be still around, still available to us. So I think we gradually lose touch with ourselves and each other in our society because we've got too many available methods of communication.
Well, yeah, it's you've got that much available to you, it bombards you from all angles.
Yeah, exactly.
You start not to take anything in.
Yeah, it's like it's just all flying over you or something.
You don't have the time to invest, in a single idea or just to get to feel comfortable with something and be an expert at it.
The age of the expert seems to have sort of vanished as well. There's a lot of people who don't know about anything except the initials.
Know a little bit about everything.
Yeah, they know a lot about initials and anagrams. They don't seem to know what those anagrams stand for.
Largely, I don't know what they stand for, but anyway, I still use them.
Me too. Now, you even managed to get William Shatner in here on the album.
I did, yes. That's like a lifelong dream. Wouldn't it be amazing one day? I thought if I could get William Shatner to cover one of my songs and one of his albums.
Oh, that was really cool.
I thought, well, that would be an awesome badge of honour. Then I realised, well, that's probably not going to happen. But I just had him singing the original.
And there he was.
And somehow we made that happen. So
how did you make that happen? Like, sort of. Huh?
The secret weapon I had was the Billy Sherwood, who is now playing bass guitar in the band Yes. He produced and co-wrote Shatner's previous album called Ponder the Mystery.
Oh, okay, yep.
And Billy Sherwood is a fairly approachable guy. So I went through Billy and I asked him would he be available to produce a session to record the vocals with Shatner if it was possible. And Billy said yes. And they went from there. So
brilliant.
He engineered this whole remote session, sent me through the vocals, and I was just over the moon.
Great stuff. And it does create a sudden, a real jolt. I do like, I also like the idea that there's a bit of remixing going on within the album itself, rather than sort of having lots of different bits come in later.
Then remixing is in the different versions of the songs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good thing and a bad thing of having too many ideas.
You think so? I don't know.
You go, oh, geez, this will sound great. Which one am I going to pick? I'll use them all.
Yeah, good idea. Well, somebody else is going to eventually. I had a musician send me 6 versions of one track. And when I asked him about it, he said, well, the record company suggested it. He said, it's a lot of fun, but I'm not used to this. He was quite dazzled himself. It's one of the byproducts of our age, I think, is this whole process of remixing and reinterpretation. I like it.
And I think that's something that's very, very particular to the album format.
Yes,
and
that's true.
I love the album format, and I'm probably in the minority. So, I still want to do that justice and try and give the album format the best chance it has of still being heard. Yeah,
I think it's still there, and that I do think that there's less of it now. I think you're correct there, and I think there's also there seems to be a bit of a rush to get as much as possible recorded, like people bring out EPs and so on and so forth, as opposed to sort of taking a little bit longer and composing an entire album.
That's another symptom of current situation where you just have to be visible all the time. So you can either try to use that to your advantage and just churn out material, so you're constantly visible, or if you go away for a year or so to record an album, then everyone forgets about you.
Yes, attention spans are limited in the 21st century to the 5 to 7 minute category, the longest remix. Yeah. Sometimes, anyway.
Yeah, so I think though vinyl is making a bit of a resurgence at the moment. It appears.
Well, and you only have to look at the people who collect vinyl. I was talking to a fellow the other day. He's got a huge collection of vinyl now, simply by going around to garage sales. Yeah,
I was at a shop the other day, and it was almost, you could tell that the place was absolutely full of vinyl. And I'm pretty sure where the discs that were sitting out in the back room 10 or 15 years ago for these record stores that they could not move, and suddenly now
they can do it.
People are interested, and there's people are buying it, and everyone's just got huge stocks ready to go.
Yeah, which is a plus side, and I think with the comeback of vinyl, I think that does preserve the concept of the album a little bit as well.
Yeah, I'm very hopeful about that. I don't expect it will last, but if it does, you can't pirate vinyl. You can't really, steal vinyl. You want vinyl, it's a tactile thing you have to hold in your hand.
That's right. You got to play it and listen to it.
Someone has to buy it. Someone has to sell it,
and somebody has to play it. Yeah,
and it's there for a long time.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree with you. Hopefully, this won't be our last chance to hear, but you never know. You could be hailed as the supreme prophet then, because of this.
Yeah, well, I hope not.
Me too.
I still need to make more music, so.
I hope so, and to encourage you, I speak to people just about every week, young people, old people, middle-aged people who continue to create music under varying circumstances and using various methods and genres, and I think the creative side of music is still safe, but maybe we have to start looking at some different transmission formulae.
Yeah, I think there's so much good stuff out there, and it is so hard to find it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And you do, having to spend quite a lot of time listening to music, yes, I agree with that. But no, that's also the added adventure, and there's, maybe...
The rewards are huge if you can find it.
Exactly. You get to talk to people like you on a Saturday morning. Before the alcohol's kicked in.
Maybe a bit higher than that, but it's all good.
No. Now, I think I should give you your Saturday morning back, but what's your favourite track on the album? What would you like us to play this morning?
I might say the Shatner track, but that's 8 minutes, so that's a long time.
That's fine with me, mate. I've got it queued, ready to go.
If you're game, that would be awesome.
Yeah, my audience are used to getting anything from 2 to 15 minutes. We don't call this show The Dog's Breakfast for nothing, Ben.
That was the track's called Spy in the Sky, Part 3. But you don't necessarily have to hear Parts 1 and 2 first to follow it. It's got everything. It's got keyboard solos, it's got guitar solos, it's got trippy stuff, and it's got William Shatner.
It's actually quite brilliant and intriguing and captivating. I loved it when I played it. Absolutely.
Yeah. It sounds like he had a ball to me, and that's what I choose to believe.
Well, on that note, I think we'll all have a ball listening to it. Thanks for joining me this morning, Ben. I hope we can have another chat in the future. And on Monday morning, this entire album will be our feature album for our listeners today. And for you, Ben, if you want to try our call sign on Monday morning between 8 and 9, I'll be playing the album Untouched. Okay?
Wonderful. Thank you.
But for now, let's check out our Spy in the Sky and William Shatner.